it's kind of fun to blow stuff up.
Let's roll video.
What we live for. Build a beautiful thing and blow it up.
There's a lot of different elements that are going to be happening simultaneously. This is a big shot. Roll on cameras. Here we go, gentlemen. Fire!
This is the Interceptor. It's quarter scale, based on a real ship, the Lady Washington, based in Port Townsend, Washington. We're going to blow this ship up at the end of the show. So it had to be built exactly the way the original was, so that it'll come apart and look right.
It's built like a real boat. It's plank on frame. It's 3/4 inch pine on laminated frames. And we built it the same way you would build a real boat, both quarter scale.
There are little fine bits of sculpture around the stern of the ship, and there's a little lion figurehead on the bow. 3 sail makers. The sails are all carefully researched and built to scale.
So what we have here is a man-made lake that's 230,000 gallons, sitting with a pirate ship in the middle of it.
The ship's mounted on a big rig that puppeteers it kind of the way you would with a marionette.
This setup that we're doing here is establishing shot showing big stormy seas. Typically we do a lot of shooting of little pieces to be assembled into a final shot. In this case, the setup that we're doing is going to be the entire shot.
We've built a tank over here that has 750 gallons in it, and we're going to use that to shoot a giant wave of water that will hit the bow of the boat. We also have some wave makers so that we can get basically about a 1-foot chop at all times within the water.
While this shot is occurring, there's going to be people in the wind makers, and they're going to be agitating the fans and moving the fans around. There's going to be people who are going to turning the rain on and off. There's going to actually be people on the lightning strikes, because there's lightning going off, but you don't want the lightning to look exactly the same every time. Additionally, we have a dolly move that's occurring, and I myself will be operating the camera.
All of this is for what's probably going to be a 5-second shot in the movie.
We started in September, so it's been about 8 months to get to this point.
This is a little like putting a kid up for adoption. It's kind of hard.
There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that ship, and hate to see it go.
The object is to make the middle of the ship go away, but leave the ends. So that means you gotta kind of focus the explosion. Pretty much every square inch had to be loaded with the explosives. We're using this stuff, primer cord, and it's like string, and you set it in there, you make grooves to set the cord in, and you hold it in place with the clay and then back it. That way the blast kind of cuts it where you want it and leaves what you want to stay.
We've been delaying this, and it's perfect too, because the weather just got finally good enough to do this kind of shot right now.
There's only one shot. You can't put it back together and shoot it again. So everybody's on needles and pins today.
It was reminiscent of like a rocket launch.
All right, here we go, gentlemen.
All the cameras set to the right stops.
Scene camera, are you ready?
Ready, 96 frames at 11.
When everybody was up to speed and cameras were running well, then it was, okay, we're okay to fire the pyro, and bang, off it went.
Okay, roll on cameras. Speeding. And here we go. Fire! Okay, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling.
Good.
Nice job.
Went into a lot of pieces.
Everybody's just thrilled. It's a great shot.
A lot was riding on this going well.
The pyrotechnicians did a wonderful job. They took it apart just the way we would have. We're very happy. A little sad, very happy.
The explosion just completely demolished the whole middle of the ship.
The thing that I was the most happy with was that the mast rolled the right way.
It went very well. It's a big relief because we had no plan B.